here. Bob.
Hey, Bob. Man, I'm glad everybody's here. What's going on? And give it a minute, let some people roll in. And Heather is with us again tonight.
Hi, guys. The Painting the Red Roses First Lady.
Becky,
Woo!
what's going on, Becky? Welcome, welcome. Becky and Josh.
Becky and
Pastor
Josh.
Josh.
Pastor Josh?
Yes,
Is that what you
Pastor
said?
Josh. So, something that is kind of funny to me. So, I was talking to somebody on a live stream, and somebody said, "Hey, Pastor Josh." I didn't know who Pastor Josh was at the time, and I thought, how the hell do these people know that I'm ordained? So, yeah, I got ordained to marry my sister to her husband and never did it. But anyway, yeah, so I'm Pastor Josh too, but I'm not going to take that name.
Granddad's here.
Hey, Granddad, what's going on? Granddad, I'm trying to remember. I think it's Rob.
Says who painted it? I've got a 3-year-old lady watching.
Welcome, welcome, everybody. Wait for Jeremiah to come in. Wait, can't. Yeah, that's Jeremiah. He's here. Okay. Jeremiah on. For those of you that are waiting on cutting boards, thank you very much for your patience. It's not been a productive week for us here at First Degree. Had to rush to Florida. That's as far as I'm going to get into it. My dad had some heart problems, and we took off and just got back yesterday late. So I wanted to make sure I was here for you guys too. So, obviously you saw by the sign, I'm going to do something a little bit different tonight, something I don't see very often. This is for the guys that have absolutely nothing but a hammer and a Harbor Freight anvil or an anvil-shaped object and a piece of steel. This is a new member of the family. Let me know if you can see it good.
Yeah, you're in frame.
So this is what the knife itself is going to look like when it's done. I know you guys don't really see a lot of my finished work unless you watch my knife video just showing off. But yeah, here's one of my finished pieces. Got a little bit of sanding and stuff to do on it, but
Ooh, fancy.
yeah, it's fancy. Yeah, that's what is it? The fancy schmancy.
What do you mean?
Yeah, I'm happy with it.
Yeah. Josh Smith said, looking sharp.
All right. Hey, Josh. Like a name, by the way.
Love the handle, says Champ.
Yeah. Handle looks good, man. Yeah, I couldn't decide what to, and after I made that knife, Heather suggested that we do that for the live stream tonight, just because it's unique. You don't see a lot of people putting in an integral bolster with a hand hammer, unless they had a guillotine, or unless they have a press, something to isolate that material. It's a little difficult to do it with just a hand hammer, and it's going to be a little slow tonight. Don't care how long it takes. I'm tired. You guys just hang out with me. Get some steel in the fire. So I'm going to be using, I believe it's 3/4 inch square. It's the same rail springs I've been using. It's good steel. I have found very good spring steel, so that's what it's going to be. So we're going to be making the integral bolster as close to 3/4 inch as possible. We're going to keep it close to the stock size. And yeah, let's make a knife, man. What's everybody got going on tonight?
Lewis is here? Lewis?
Lewis? I know. I remember Lewis. There's so many of us now. Yeah, I've been catching a lot of people's what blacksmithing means to me videos. And just so you know, I do plan on one. Yeah, I'm going to make a video for that as well. I'm not going to be one of those that,
Drag.
let's be honest.
Drayson's, I'm sorry.
Drayson, hey,
is
what's
here.
going on, Drayson? Yeah, I'm not going to be one of those guys that bullies my way into the community the way that I did. I just kind of jumped out and said, hi, I'm here, love me. But I'm not going to be one of those guys that just jumps in for a little fad and then fades away. I intend on sticking around for a while. I absolutely love being a part of this community. I love being accepted the way that I have. Everybody saw what I'm doing and backed me up, and they said, hell yeah, do what you do. And that's what I'm doing, guys, and I appreciate it. Also, wife got us these really super sexy, geeky safety glasses. Thought you might like those.
County Line's here.
Got a line. What's going on, brother? Same thing.
Jeff's here.
All right, dude. That it, guys? Oh, so for those that didn't see it, I know King's gonna want to see that shit. Tingle, appreciate it. We're gonna show it again. Yeah, man. That's what we're making tonight. Not the handle, just the integral.
Badass.
Right on. I'm gonna hit some hot steel, man. Find my hand.
County Line got contacted back by Forged and Fire today.
Really? Well, fantastic. How'd that go? Was it one of those, hey, got your email, what's going on? You want to set up something?
Hey, Jeff. How are you, honey? I got a 3-page questionnaire to fill out along with a Skype interview to do.
All right, well, that sounds fantastic, and I wish you the best of luck. I hope to see you on TV. All I have is Hulu, but whenever they decide to put the rest of the episodes on, I'll watch.
But on that, I'm not able to discuss it anymore.
Non-disclosure. Yeah, I know how those non-disclosures work. That would be epic. I'm telling you, man. I still.
Island Metal's here.
Yamez.
How you doing, Yamez?
Welcome, welcome. I'm pretty sure you're at work. You're like always at work. Or with the boss. Hey, Yamez, I got my sexy geek glasses on for you. You should see her in them. Oh yeah. You know they want to see you in them.
Sorry, guys, I forgot to tell you. No. Don't be scared. On this side, man.
Oh, okay. It's only Ford's fault. We're okay. We're not. Horrible people.
Discussing a wedding on the 4th of July this year.
July sounds good.
Here.
July sounds good. Discussing.
Cameras.
Oh, really? And he used to be like ring bearer or something. Yeah. Baby Shark's got to go with it, man. Yeah, like, nah. I was going to say you could like pierce his fin and put the ring through it, but that's a bad idea. You just leave the fin alone. Hans did a fantastic job. I can't wait to get my hands on mine, and I appreciate the patience on your return, Hans. I'll get it to you as soon as possible.
Ah, Yamaz is officiating. Awesome.
So that means like, what? 20% of us are ordained? You know, actually, I think that after watching Ting's live stream the other day, I was influenced to make a knife like this, but I don't have the steel nor the patience quite yet for a San Mai, so you're getting rail spring. Starting to get warm in here. Sorry. That's some fuzz, huh?
Your hair kind of glows like neon yellow under the lights. It's
Turn
great.
the lights.
Nude's here.
What?
Nude's here.
Man, what's going on, Robin? Ben. Yeah, you guys are not getting rid of me anytime soon. This is only number 5. I imagine a year from now. Yeah, up in the 50s. It'd be nice.
By the authority vested in me, by the hammer and by the hammer, anvil, and fire, I now pronounce you Damascus.
I like that.
Yep.
I might just steal that, man, if I ever officiate myself. I might just have to. I might just have to. Basically, all I'm doing right now is flattening out the area of the blade. You know, the usual. But as I go back, I start building in the integral by using the corner or the edge of the anvil and using it as a step down, and then flipping it over, doing half on, half off blows back and forth until it evens out.
Yaman says he's going to write up a whole blacksmith ceremony.
Hell yeah. Well, I promised my wife that we would renew our vows. What a fantastic way to have a blacksmith wedding. We might be talking about that again in the future. That'd be cool. Set up something that correlates with quad state so everybody can be involved. Not, you know, no attention on us, you know, it's quad state, but that would be cool, that's all.
Yama says we should come to the beach. So
We're at home for our children and for my live stream.
okay.
Yeah, as you can see, Jeremiah, champ, I was talking to you earlier and explaining that I normally wait until the last damn minute and then do whatever pops in my brain. And that's basically what happened tonight. It was like, I have no idea what to do. It's been a stressful week.
Yeah, I think the stressful week's pretty universal, judging by the conversation going on amongst them.
Yeah, it's one of those weeks, that's all.
Yeah.
Yeah, as you can see, I'm starting to build in the integral. Basically, all I'm going to do, I mean, it's just like making a railroad spike knife. But basically, all I'm going to do is once I get it established and start drawing out the blade, then behind it, I'm just going to basically do a reverse taper deal and bring it out. And then everything gets shaped and filed in the back because you can't really do it cleanly with just the hand hammer and the edge of an anvil. At least I haven't gotten to that spot. So that's what we got going on.
Night, Josh. Have a good one, hon. Thanks for coming by.
Good night, Josh. So what's the suggestions for next week? Man. You up for coffee?
I can go get coffee.
Fantastic.
Definitely. All right,
Coffee run.
you're on.
I got you. Yeah, I'll catch up with comment and video in a moment. I'll do some hammering and run over. Gotta love it when the woman runs and grabs coffee, right? Yeah, Ting, I think you and I are going to have a conversation a little later on, buddy. We'll get back into that in a little while. See what we got going on over here. You better call the lovely couple. All right, brother. Do your thing, Almez. I appreciate you stopping by, my man. Glad to see you as always. Let's see. Yes, a grinder would definitely come in handy. It's a whole lot easier, just like the integral, with the integral bolster, it's a whole lot easier once you draw out the back to cut in those corners or cut in the shoulders with an angle grinder and then file it to shape. That is the fastest way to do it, but it's a lot of danger of taking off the tang by accident. So you really got to watch out for that, or making it too weak or causing a crack and a stress fracture. You don't want to do that. So I suggest that you file it to shape. Don't worry, I'm not going to make you guys go through all that tonight and listen to me sit there and try to use, oh yeah, push dagger. Dude, I forgot about that. Yeah, we're going to get to that. I'm going to write a list on the wall. Yeah, I'll put it over there on the window so I remember. Yeah, man. Definitely. Be over here before I burn my steel, right? I don't know if you guys can see me, but we'll get that straightened out in a minute. Yeah, once you get most of it established, then you stop doing the half on, half off blows, and you basically just push the shoulder directly against the edge, and you do full-on blows right at the edge of the anvil, so you're just missing the bolster, hammering the blade, and not screwing up the bolster. And that's what we got going on here. You can see where it's starting to take shape pretty good there. That's about as clean as I can get it. I could continue to hammer on it for another hour, but that's about as clean as I'm going to get that fast. Hey, baby, welcome back. You know what?
No.
I need no marker just for JT. Butch Dagger. I won't
Hi,
forget this
Amy.
time.
How are you?
Whew. What's going on, Amy? Welcome, welcome.
It's hot.
It's hot, yeah.
Yeah, it's coffee, man.
Thanks.
Okay, Newt said it was my third knife and I was just cutting into the tang behind the integral, wound up cutting the whole thing off and
Exactly.
scrapping the knife and starting all over.
Exactly. That's why I suggest using files and doing it by hand. It is meticulous as hell. You're going to get annoyed. You're going to want to give up. But take your time and do it right. I mean, that is, I'm not, by no means, I'm not a professional, but that's from what I've learned. I'm not going to be the one to bullshit you and tell you a whole bunch of stuff that I don't know. If I don't know it, I'll tell you I don't know, and I'll try to find the information for you. So, yeah, right on. Yeah, definitely, man.
Hey, Billy.
Take the time. What's going on, Billy? Welcome. I think Mr. Billy's a new sub. Glad to have it. Yeah, for those that can't, I don't know if I've had some come in late or not, but I just can't stop showing off. This is what we're making tonight. That's the plan. I'm just showing you the basics of how we forged it, and then from this point on, it's all grinding and sanding.
I don't know. I will find someone that doesn't ask a crap load of questions. Right on.
Exactly. That's the way to do it, man. All right. Now we're going to start trying to make a knife out of this. I'm going to drop it down right behind the ricasso. The idea is to try to do this without distorting the bolsters as much as possible. You don't want to distort this, but you want to bring it up to where you square it off.
Sharp Objects is with us for the first time. Hi.
Welcome, Sharp Objects. We like sharp objects.
Yes, we do.
Yes, we do. All right. See, we're starting to get that squared back off, back to the same size. I'm gonna give that one more heat right there. This project is actually it's surprisingly easier than expected. The first time I did it, it kind of blew my mind how easy it was when I figured out how to do it. It's basically just you got to put in the time. If you don't put in the time, then you're gonna have a piece of junk. You get back what you put in every situation and everything you make. So, you know, you take the time to do it right, it's going to look right. If not, you're just going to make shit. Public service announcement from First Degree Forward to Rocket Blue Monkey. You're welcome. All right, we're getting closer to the size again. we go back to the shoulder, back to the bolster area and re-square it, you know, shoulder off where they transfer there or where they transition.
Okay, so Charmin just said, hey, Randy, Jeff, Amy, Heather, Champ, Becky, B&B, whomever else I may have missed. Same for me. If I missed you, I'm sorry. Bye.
Yeah. You know how it is with names, man. We all know. Don't expect me to remember your name. I always remember a face, even though all of us Smiths damn near look the same. Just different shapes and sizes. Same dude. Not looking too bad. Let's see what we got going on. You see it all right?
Does an integral bolster help hold heat for successive harden and temper like doing a chisel?
Actually, you can use it as a residual temper. That's what I did with the other blade, and it worked perfectly. I did testing on it. It's a hard-ass blade. It actually took 2 or 3, no, it was 2 quenches to get it right, simply because it was, you know, practice in progress. But the bolster will retain the heat, and you can do an edge quench or, you know, like a diagonal quench. And that'll harden the edge, and the residual heat from that bolster will temper that edge. As it cools, you just have to watch it and dip the edge back in every now and again to make sure it does not overheat. So watch your colors as it goes through, and yes, you can totally use that bolster for a residual temper.
Charming says that's life in general.
It's what?
Life in general, and Bob says he's way uglier than everyone else.
Bob, I happen to think you're a pretty man, and I absolutely love the accent, okay? You know?
What kind of accent does Bob have?
Bruce Alternative Care. Sounds like Ruth. I forget.
Like Maine?
No. Where you from, Bob?
Where are you from, Bob?
Almost Creole-esque, but not. You know, it's like Creole Boston mix. I'm not sure you, but you got a really cool accent, and I dig it. We all have our own accent. I'm a Southern boy with a little bit of city. You know.
Gregory's here. Hi, Gregory.
What's up, Gregory? Welcome, sir.
Vagina.
Aren't we all from Vagina? Yeah. Right on, brother. Right on. All right. Yeah. I don't think that my channel is listed as I believe my channel is listed as adult content, so I think that'll pass.
He says he's a Virginia hillbilly.
Is that where you originated? Was Virginia? Because I've been through Virginia a lot, and I don't remember
If
that.
he's from Virginia, he sounds pretty much like us.
Yeah. I don't know. Well,
Southern-
I dig it. That's what
Southern,
matters.
yeah.
I dig it.
We're all Southern, man.
Yeah, that's what matters, man. You know, everything's kosher. I like it. What's my time looking like?
Yeah, you are 29 minutes in.
That's it? Cool. I got a lot more time. Yeah. All right, so I got push dagger written down. Any other suggestions for Tuesday nights? I'd like to do something like this. I'll tell you. No Mellow Leather is going to be sending me a package, and I'm hoping that there's going to be something specific in it. We shall see. But I kind of really dig 1-inch rebar just because it's fun to play with. And this was
There you go.
my rebar buoy that I updates. If you see the screen buffer, then
Yeah.
you might have to worry.
Gregory said, you mean number 7 rebar?
Look, man, I don't know the number. I just know this. I don't know the number. I just know that I pound on the steel, man. I know the approximate size and shape, and then I heat it and I beat it into whatever I want. If it fails, I'll do it again. That's about it. All right. good thing about these, whenever you have such a large diameter with the bolster back here, excuse me, you can pretty much grind it to any shape you want. You can leave it square, you can round it, you can do an oval, you know, whatever you want to use that extra material for to grind it into on your grinder or file it into by hand. You know, you can use that excess material for whatever you want. Yeah. Looks like we've got our blade isolated pretty well. It's not bad. It's looking pretty good. Now I'm going to start drawing that down and out and try to thin out that blade. So yeah, guys, I really, really enjoyed last week. For the first time, you know, having Heather out here with us was really awesome.
Oh, yeah.
I absolutely enjoyed every minute of it. You guys made it a lot of fun. And we appreciate you guys a lot. I mean, we wouldn't be here if you guys weren't watching. You guys give a lot of support, and we love you for that. You know, this is basically, this is my stress relief. 6 is 3/4. 7. Yeah, number 7. All right, I got you. Yeah, he said it's going to be a mix of all kind of stuff. What he does, he's up there in New York and he chops up rebar all day doing the construction and everything. So he's just gonna load it up and send it to me when he gets a box full. So I think that's really awesome. And for that, I'm gonna make a knife out of one of them and send it back his way, just to say thanks. Yes, I agree totally. Heather is 100% a bonus to the stream. Absolutely, 100% bonus. Yeah, she's a bonus to life, man. Not just the stream. Make sure you got me here. Is my ammo in the view? Yeah, we're good. All right, shit. Yeah, we got a shot. Yeah, I look forward to putting in some sweet, sweet bevels. And I've already picked out a name. As soon as my hammer gets here, I might even carve it into the handle. The name of my hammer shall be forever known as Solo, in honor of its maker. All right, get that hotter. Do it again. See what's going on over here while I'm heating up. Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah. Yeah, man, just for you. All right, bro. Yeah. Well, I you know how it is. I keep the bar long, so until I cut it, I'm not going to drop. As soon as I cut that thing and start drawing out the tang on the backside, yeah, I'm going to drop it all over the place. So you better be prepared. I will catch up just for you, brother. Just for you. Actually, I got a really cool thought for a video. Something I might seek out help from other guys. The idea, basically, kind of like Yamez is wanting to do for his subscriber count. The really awesome video, he wants to get everybody to say hi, and you know, I'm so and so. Like, hi, I'm Josh from First Degree. You know, something like that. My idea for a video is I want to get bits and pieces from everybody's videos that are in this clip, if you will, in the group. I want copies of everybody dropping stuff, and I just want to splice it all together and make one really badass drop forge video. And just have everybody drop something and do it to music, you know, like some really awesome classical music, you know? That'd be really cool. Let's see if everybody wants to help me out with that one. We'll have to get together and make something happen. I'll drop plenty of stuff and film it just for you. Right. Oh man, my leg is doing fantastic. Yeah, It's pretty sore walking around the hospital and everything out there in Florida, but yeah, it's doing all right, man. Yeah, right on, Hans. I thought it was pretty damn funny too. Yeah, yeah, it's pretty sore, but I'm grinning and bearing it, man. I'm headstrong. I'm going for it. I'm just gonna work through it and make it happen for my family and you guys. I'm not gonna let it hold me back. If I go too far, I will sit down and shut up. But I'm good for now. Yeah, one day I'll just have to show you guys all the scars from all that. Or maybe I'll just wait until I see y'all at Quad State and we'll have a drink over it. That sounds more like the plan. I'll let you see it in person. Yeah, it's looking good. Now, you have the option here to continue forging down thin, or you can leave it thick and grind. For the purposes of this video, I'm going to leave it thick and grind, but I'll give you the idea of what we got going on. You can see it's got a pretty good shape to it. The bolster is standing out very well. That's what we got going on. All right, we need to catch up for a second. Then I'll go back and put that in the fire. What's going on? I don't do much walking around here. Yeah, minus 30. Whoo! Yeah, man, you can keep that. It was back down to 30 around here, but you know. That's for you, Hans. Yeah, Heather's gonna get pissed off if I keep doing that. And she walks around after me and picks all this stuff up. Yeah, she had to step away for a minute in case you guys didn't notice. Yeah, I got to tell you too, the leg is definitely doing a lot better since I lost all the weight. Thanks, Greg, man. I appreciate it. 36 last month. All right. Thanks, Hans. I'm working on it, brother. Need a magnet on a stick. You know, I got a magnet right there on the side of my rail anvil, and one right there on the side of my forge that I use while I'm heat treating. Yes, I do have a doorknob. No, it's not a doorknob. No, man. No, it's a ball for the truck, the trailer hitch. Yeah, that's what I was using to round stuff over in the beginning. So I created some stuff right there, man. Yeah, and then I got this little thing over here that I found the other day, which basically I'm just using it to, you know, as my prop. So yeah, it works, man. I use whatever I can find and repurpose it, but don't we all? Ball hitch. That's it, brother. It's a ball hitch. Yeah, man. Oh, yeah, like I was saying before, the leg is definitely doing a lot better. I don't know if all you guys know about it or not, but when I had my accident, I was 309 pounds. I'm 5'10", so 309 pounds, you know, that's not right. So when I fell off the truck at 309 pounds and shattered my leg, my wife said to me, when you start physical therapy, you are not going to be 300 pounds. So we started the keto diet on Father's Day last year. And here I am, I don't even know how long later, hell, I'm not going to keep up with it, but 90 pounds lighter and walking on my leg. Hell yeah for that. Thank you to the wifey. Thank you, sir. Thank you, thank you. Right on, right on. Yeah, I agree completely. It's a big achievement. And I felt so much better. All right. Let me get that a little bit hotter. Because now basically I'm going to basically do the same process let's make sure I'm here. I'm going to be doing the same process that I did here, just on the reverse, on the back side. However, I'm going to attempt to keep it a little more square. So I'm going to continue to rotate it a half turn every time that I start doing the half on, half off blows. I'll do a few and then I'll half turn, do a few, half turn. And I'm basically creating shoulders all the way around that have to be filed because they will taper up, but they'll have to be filed into shape in the end. But that's the best way I have learned to make this integral without using a press or a guillotine, however you want to pronounce it. Yeah, and I'm really loving these anti-fog glasses too, besides the fact that they make me nerdy sexy. Hell yeah. Thanks, man. I appreciate it, guys. Yeah, I'm real proud of it myself. Real proud. Yeah, she's lost like 75. We're both definitely hot, I'm telling you, and we're happy about it. Feeling young again. Ish. There is never enough coffee in this world. Never enough coffee. Yes, between the two of us, we absolutely lost a person. But the messed up part about it is my 4-year-old refuses to sleep in his own bed, so we still have that weight between us. He's not that big. He's like, hell, I don't even know how much he weighs. He's like 50 pounds. If that. Yeah, we did, dude. We didn't even think about it that way. That's awesome. We lost a person between us. Holy, woo, that feels good. Oh yeah, man. That feels very good. Well, I really do hope that you guys are enjoying my shows. I know you've been sticking around for them, so you got to be enjoying them. I really enjoy coming out here with you guys, man, and I try to catch everybody else's streams throughout the week, you know. Just I never watch everybody's videos all the time. I got to get on that, you know. But I'll catch you live stream if at all possible. Even if I can't talk to you, I will let it play. All right. Fell off. All right. You can see as I taper, you can see that the material here is starting to squeeze in both directions. So that's the idea. Just slowly work it in until you get it squared as possible. I'm getting a little bit warm. I might have to hold it with the other glove. All right, what we got going on here? Right on. Hey, Shamrock, welcome. Oh yeah, guy. Hey, baby, welcome back. All right, Sully, what's going on? Luffy. Hello, hello. Yep, I gotta do it again. It's that time. For those of y'all that haven't seen it, this is what I'm making. I made this a few days ago. Yeah, this is the blade that I'm making this evening with the integral bolster. We're gonna have to think of the name of this segment. You know, it was like Our Knife Tuesday, something like that. I'm not a taco, so we can't call it Taco Tuesday.
Grace is nice job.
Thank you, thank you. It's looking really good. Yeah, we need some extra. Oh yeah.
It wasn't hot. It doesn't count.
Yeah, I thought it would wait, man, until I cut it off.
You should move to Monday so we can call it Monkey's Monday.
Monkey's Monday. Huh. That's interesting. Monkey Monday.
I like Monkey Monday.
Monkey Monday.
Hey man, it works for me.
You play hey with a monkey. Oh, the monkey around, whatever that is. I'm not the old, right?
I don't think so. I mean, I'm not, so.
Yeah, basically, I'm going to take that just behind the bolster area, and I'm going to reduce it down to about half the size of that stock. And then I'm going to stretch it a little bit and cut it off. And then I start pulling out the rest of my tang. What? No, the straight front. Are you talking about the drawing in the back as opposed to the one that I am working on, or the one that I've already finished? Gotcha. Yeah. The drawing was a quick sketch. The reason that one came out like that is because the knuckle clearance, basically, yeah, it would work great as a kitchen knife, like on a cutting board. But I had to bend it slightly up for the knuckle clearance. The drawing was just a quick sketch. That's not, yeah, that's just a sketch. Yeah, that's all. But yeah, the idea is I had to bend it up like that for the knuckle clearance on that blade, which isn't that bad, really. It's actually super comfortable the way that I had it. So we like it. Yeah, it's squaring up a lot better that way. All right. Yeah, we're down to about half diameter, a little more than half, but I'm going to go ahead and cut it off just so I can drop it a few times for Hans. But you see where I'm trying to isolate that bolster area. That little crook. We'll get that straight. That's not a problem. You know, I'm betting they'd probably like to see some heat treating at some point. I don't have any oil out here because I had a brother-in-law come over the other day, and we forged a knife together. And he went and split a piece of wood for me to go on the fire, and it landed on top of my oil bucket and completely crushed it flat and blew oil everywhere like a grenade. So I haven't replaced my oil yet, but I wish I would have filmed it. That was hilarious. That is right. You can finger pinch. Yeah, that's the cool thing about the integral bolster right there. Josh, what's going on, man? Welcome. Oh, damn. I didn't mean to zoom in like that, guys. Let's zoom back out. There we go. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, yeah, man, basically the way it's made just like a chef knife in the sense that you have to choke up on it. You don't have to, but the way it's designed is the handle here, it's uncomfortable if you hold it back here. It's just to look pretty. You're supposed to hold it here like a chef knife, and that's what gives you the slice. You know, you can choke up on it, and it's really, really comfortable right there, and the lump forces you to choke up on it like a chef knife. The palm swell, not the lump. It's that time.
That's the finger pinch I was talking about, exactly what you just showed.
Yes, sir. That was the plan when I made it. It forces you to choke up on it. It kind of tricks the eye, and that I like. Hey, baby.
Yeah.
Do me a favor.
Yeah.
I want you to hold up that piece of wood in front of the camera so they have a reference how big that piece of wood is. I want to show that to Jeremiah. Just so you have a reference of the size on that piece of wood. So who else makes it a bad habit to push their coal back on top of their fire with their hammer?
Charming says the suspense is killing him.
The suspense. Oh man, dude, I got to do it again.
I'm so not cleaning that up tonight.
See? Told you. I'll clean it up. Wait, is this better? Wait, how is that people are doing everything all over? Some kind of weird,
What the
stupid
hell are
shit,
you
like they're
doing?
sprinkling seasonings.
Oh, jingle bells.
There you go. Jingle bells. Yeah, sounds pretty cool. I use my hand. I don't want to know what you use your hand for. I walked up at the wrong moment. Oh, for the coal. I get it. Never mind. Never mind. Yeah, I get it.
Your brain was so loud.
Yeah, I use my glove, and I got a hole where my damn finger's about to come through, and it burns me every damn time. Every time. Which is why I'm using the other glove to hold it. I'm gonna trip over this shit. Damn you, Hans.
Bunch is going to Golden Corral. Aren't you jealous?
All right, man, make me a plate and bring it to me. I'll make a knife. Ah! That sucked. Isn't that fantastic? Now, I gotta find my damn pliers. So yeah, this little hot cut I made is fantastic and it works great, but it keeps getting stuck because it's harder than the Harding hole. So whenever I hammer on it, of course, it pinches down the side. One major downfall to Harbor Freight.
Wish I could, but someone else was buying tonight was fine. You don't have to drop all that for little old me. Just once in a while by accident is fine, man.
Okay, I understand. I get a little overzealous sometimes. You know. Now for this, I'm going to be using my rail handle to try to draw out that tang because I've got a much sharper corner here. I don't want to cut into it. It's not like super sharp, but it's a much sharper angle than what I have on my Harbor Freight. Now, you can do this on the Harbor Freight, as I was saying in the beginning, but this makes it easier for me. There's the pliers.
Jason says he thinks the rail would be easier.
Yeah.
I thought buying a Harbor Freight handle when I thought it was cast iron and changed my mind.
I don't know if it's actually iron or not. I mean, it seems like steel, cast steel. I honestly don't know either way. So, you know. But I can find out for you. Now, you will have occasions with this that you're going to have one side more
It's
pronounced
cast.
than the other.
Bob says it's cast iron.
It is cast iron. Yeah, you use one too, Bob. I've seen it. Yeah, I didn't know if they made it differently or not. But yeah, you've got both of yours attached together, I believe. That's pretty cool. I like that idea. I just like to walk around when I can walk. I like to walk around my handles. Yeah, as I was saying, you will have one side, like basically.
Shamrock said to trim down the shank, the hardy shank, and it keeps it from sticking.
Will do. Will do.
Love you too, Bunch. Shamrock says he shaved about 1/8 of an inch off of two sides.
That sounds good to me. I'll do that. I'll put it over there on the super duper 4x36 rebuild. Yeah.
Newt says fairly certain that when they looked at the box at the store, it said cast iron.
All right. Gotcha. Well, I do know it rusts like iron, so yeah, I can. Like, if I leave the doors shut in here, it doesn't really bother it that much. But if I open the doors for a day, the top of my handle starts rusting from the air, from the humidity. It's weird.
Cast iron is better than nothing, but I've seen
Absolutely.
guys weld plate on top, like a truck spring on or an actual hard plate.
Oh yeah, if I had one that size, I would do it. I just got good at welding, so.
Used a solid cinder block back when you were 13. Heather, please feel free to say, "Can me, Randy."
Sorry, I'm hammering. I couldn't hear you. This has got a lot
Oh,
more
call
ring.
you Randy. Okay.
Yeah, this has got a lot more ring to it, so it's a little harder to hear. You guys know if you use one. So basically, as you're making this, you're going to end up with 3.5 shoulders all the way around, just because of the way you got to work it. That one on the bottom, you can do, I'm going to attempt to get it a lot more square, but this is what I found, that I'll get it as close as possible, and then I'll file work the rest, but that also ensures that I'm going to have that flat reference area right there at the back of the integral for that handle to fit up nicely. So I'd rather file it to shape. We're going to try to straighten this up and draw the tang on out. What we got going on here? Yeah, I go back and forth depending on what I'm working on. And depending on the steel. If it's harder steel, I'd definitely put it on the rail because the rail is a lot harder. It's got a lot more rebound as well, so it allows me to maintain strike a lot longer than the Harbor Freight because the Harbor Freight absorbs the blow a lot more than the rail. So you got to work harder with. You should know, Bob. You got to work harder with Harbor Freight because you don't have the rebound to help bring your hammer back up. Yeah, for instance, Big difference in rebound. Yeah, I gotta get some better stuff. I'll put a flat plate on the bottom so they stop rocking. A little more to go there. I promise, Hans, I will do my best not to move my coal with my hammer. Forgive me if you happen to see it. Just throw a hammer at me, slap me in the back of the head. I'll do my best not to let that happen. It's a bad habit.
Bob says, I mainly use the Harbor Freight because I can move more mass with it, but it gives you a workout.
Mhm.
Yikes, that's a blue anvil chainsaw wood carving.
What?
Blue anvil chainsaw wood carving?
Basically, yeah. It's a stump with a and blue anvil wood carving.
Daniel says, I reckon if you want, I could send you some cuts of leaf springs that will fit the large nailer box. I think it would cost like $20. You're going to make him cry if you say that. I'm just saying. He's going to be so excited.
We'll have to discuss that. Yeah, I've been looking for some leaf springs. I need some knife steel, and I can't find them around here unless I order it, really. We had a metal supply not far from here in Douglasville. It was about 20 minutes away, but as soon as I got in touch with them, they moved to Noonan on the other side of Georgia. So, yeah, that's not happening. So I got to order it, and all the stuff I get ordered is expensive as hell for little stock. Almost burnt my thing off.
D2.
D2. Yeah, man.
And Caroline says, I got it covered too.
You know what? I say it like this. This community is fantastic, and we all help each other out.
Junkyard truck springs.
Yeah. The only problem is, yeah, I can go to a pull apart here. Yeah, I promise I'm not making excuses. I'll look around. I can go to a pull apart here and pull it out myself. But they ask like $110 for one spring. Yeah, it's good steel and all, but I don't have that.
You also aren't going to be pumping around in a
Yeah,
junkyard
I'm
right
not
now
walking
in
around
your
the
condition.
junkyard right now. However, if there is anyone that wants to send me steel, I will send the knife back. Just because that's who I am. I'm all about the barter system, folks. As long as we get something of equal or greater value to us, that's the way it is.
Holy moly, sorry.
I don't want to burn that. I keep wanting to come over there and talk to you guys, but I'm afraid I'm going to burn my tang off. That really doesn't sound right. I'm going to burn my tang off.
I'm not done with that. Or you can go to the auto shop and ask if they have any in the scrap bin.
You know, I've been trying to get them to do that. I also want to do some yard sale shopping, but just now getting out and about. So we're going to make it happen. All right.
County line says check machine shops and collision repair shops.
Oh yeah, I'll do that. We got one not far from here. We'll do that.
And Gregory says he ggets all the leaf springs he wants at his mechanics.
Dude, that's awesome. I'll have to check
Wait,
into that.
Drayson said something about D2 and nobody seems to want it.
Really? I've never used D2 that I'm aware of. So,
Hello, son. Our child is here.
hello, son. No dry heaving this evening.
D2 is a workout.
I bet it is, man. I did some, I don't know if it was 404 or something, but I did. My brother-in-law gave me something. It's some kind of stainless, according to him. I don't know what it is, but it's hard as hell. It is so hard to move, but it's beautiful when once you get it moved. So now, let's see what we got.
Go down. There you go.
There we go. See, starting to get squared. Now, you can continue to hammer on this and draw it on out if you want. But from here, I will take about a 1/4 inch from where I stopped hammering at this little ridge forward, and I will square that with a file so it's perfectly square all the way around. That way I have a good fit up. The fit and finish is half of the knife. And then I can decide once I put the handle on if I want to round the bolster, if I want to taper the bolster like I did on the other one, or if I want to leave it square, you know, have the bevel lines go right up to it. You know, it's limitless. The options you can do with this thing, it's absolutely limitless. But that's basically it, guys, except for the, you know, the heat treat. I didn't hammer in the bevels on this. You know what? I'm going to do that. I'm going to hammer in the bevels. This knife was a little bit tricky because of the fact that the blade is flat all the way across the bottom. You will have a couple of little bumps as you hammer in the bevels, but it's interesting. It's a good practice to maintain that straight bevel, just like Hans with the chisel he made the other night. That straight bevel all the way across without bending your metal the opposite direction is very difficult to do. If you don't keep an eye on it, it'll just banana right on out, and you will no longer have that straight edge that we're looking for on that knife.
Let's see. We got to check with machine shops around you. Scrap prices will get you unbelievable amounts of raw steel. What does he make? He's making Charming.
A knife!
Grayson said a knife.
Making a knife!
What am I? Chopped liver. Apparently, county line is now chopped liver.
Oh, hell no, man. I don't like liver. My onions. No!
Sharp pokey thing.
Sharp
Chopped
pokey
liver
thing.
is a fancy thing, and you ain't fancy.
Fancy schmancy. What's that Bob calls it? Not fancy schmancy. What's it? Artsy fartsy. That's what it is. Yeah, Bob. We ain't doing that artsy fartsy crap around here. We just making a knife. Right.
County line says he's now potted meat.
Potted meat? Dude, I fucking love potted meat.
That is some gross shit. Sorry, I completely should have turned that down.
Right.
Where do we live? We're in Atlanta.
Yeah, we're a little east of Atlanta. No, a little west of Atlanta, my bad. Right, we gotta get that a little bit straighter. The number one hardest part about making an integral is keeping the blade and the tang in the same line. It's the hardest part. And I'm off by about 1/8 of an inch, but Ting will understand. It's well within the ranges of a grinder.
County line says we're only 4 hours from them.
Really?
Where are you at, sweetie? I like spam.
Yeah. We do not like
Sliced processed alien meat.
alien meat. Oh yeah. Oh
Dang!
no! I dropped my knife. It's okay. It's not been hardened, and it's still a little warm, so I don't think it's going to stress much. Besides, it's for the purposes of this show anyway.
Bob's in North Carolina.
Yeah, I think I knew that. Yeah, we're not far away, but yeah, you guys can see I got a pretty good job of lining it up there. Like I said, I'm off, not by much. You can see it's pretty straight. Part now.
County line's just outside of Charlotte.
Sweet, dude. I have
Johnny
been where
said,
all
"Stop
you
it,
guys are."
Josh."
All right, no more. I won't planned anyway. But yeah, that's basically what we got going on. If I can get it a little bit closer for some details, guys, you can see how we squared up the bolster. From then on, it's all hand filing and grinder work.
Charmin called me out on snorting.
About time somebody else did.
You guys call me out on that constantly. Yes, I totally snorted. I do it all the time.
You're called
It's
out.
me. I'm called out. Put them on.
Put 'em on. Say hey, look at the sexy
Hi,
lady girl.
guys.
Well, hell yeah, guys.
Here, take
yeah,
this.
I'm not gonna make you guys. I'm not gonna make you guys listen to me filing this shit because you know my files screech.
It's awful, and it makes you want to rip your ears off.
What's my time?
1:12.
1:12. Well, you know what? I'm gonna call it at the hour mark tonight, guys, because it's been a rough week. That was a lot of fun, as usual. You guys are a blast. I love doing this. This is gonna happen every Tuesday, whether you like it or not. So I expect you to come watch. I love you guys. Thank you for having us in the community. This time we're not going to walk around with the phone so you can see what we're talking about. This time I'm going to exit. Love you guys. Have a great night.